Hi buddies, welcome to Ula channel. In this video, we'll see how to go to Bali and have a 4 days 5 nights trip at a very cheap budget of 50,000 INR or which is equal to less than 700 USD. With a proper plan, it is always possible to travel to your dream destinations at very cheap prices. But many of us are very busy at work and we don't have much time to plan all this out. We from Ula channel have come up with a solution for this. So we are launching a series called Travel Guide Series. In this series, we will help you to work out a whole budget. We will work out the cost for you and give you a very less amount budget so that you can travel to your favorite destinations with a very cheap budget and also enjoy all the activities there. We give you a very detailed worked out budget, so when you follow this, you can save a lot of time and even more than that, you can save a lot of money. The first and foremost requirement for anyone to travel abroad is the passport and the visa for the particular nation they are going to. For Indonesia, if Indians want to travel, they just need a passport which is valid for 6 months from the date of arrival at Indonesia, and they don't need a visa because visa is on arrival there. If you just go over there, you can put a stamp from the counter and you'll be given visa on arrival for 30 days. The first step to go to Bali is booking flight tickets. For booking flight tickets, we suggest a website called skyscanner.com. This website actually scans many of the websites and provides you the cheapest flight fares. So in this case, you can see the trip.com is showing the lowest price at 15,700 Indian rupees. For a comparison, we have shown other websites like yatra.com, Make My Trip, Go Ibibo on other tabs, and you can see that the prices listed on these websites are much higher compared to the price listed in the skyscanner.com. So we suggest to book your tickets in the skyscanner.com. Now that we have done some research on the flight tickets and where to book the hotel, so we have chosen Kuta as the place we will book the hotel. So to book the hotels, we suggest these websites where you can search for the hotels in Kuta region and book. While booking a place to stay, it is very important to consider the location of the hotel. We suggest a place called Kuta nearby Bali Airport to book your hotel. We suggest this place because it is very close to the airport and the accessibility to the airport is much easier. Kuta is a city center which has a variety of options for both food and shopping. Kuta also has a beach very close to the city center, and a very practical reason to book hotels in Kuta region is because of the very cheap affordable hotels. Can you believe that you can get a 3-star hotel in Kuta region for only 15 USD per day? But yeah, it is possible and the rooms are quite good. It's not that the rooms are cheap. After booking the flight ticket and hotel, the next thing that we need to visit Bali is a car. We suggest you to rent a car with a driver in Bali because the driver can also act as a tour guide for you. Last time we were in Bali, there was a tour guide who was also having a car and who was our driver. So we have the contact of him and he was very nice. So you can use his contact which we have given in the description when you go to Bali next time. We have planned itineraries for you for all the 4 days of your trip in Bali, and we have planned in such a way that every day you have to start from your hotel at 8 AM because Bali is quite big and the places we have covered every day requires you to travel so much and return back to Kuta. So this will take a lot of time to travel. So we suggest you to get up at 8 AM so that you can return to your hotel by 8 PM. In the first day of the itinerary, we have planned only sightseeing places and viewpoints for you because the previous day you would have traveled a lot and you would be tired. So first day we didn't plan any activities for you. So the first day is only sightseeing. Bali Island is quite photogenic. With so much nature around you, this place is very famous and popular for its nature photography. So if you want to go on a photo shoot tour, then Bali is a must place to go. On the first day of the itinerary, we would start from the hotel at 8 am and head towards the first destination point, which is Tukat Chepung waterfall. This waterfall is a cave waterfall which has brilliant views, and followed by this we would go to the Besaki temple. This temple is dedicated to the goddess called Mother of Bali. And followed by this, we would go to our third point, which is Mount Batur. Mount Batur is a viewpoint from where you can see the spectacular view of the active volcano, Mount Kintamani. According to our plan, by the time you reach Mount Kintamani view, it would be afternoon already. So we have planned for a lunch here. So lunch here is very special because you can have lunch with a view of Mount Kintamani. There are a lot of buffet restaurants available which has a view and also excellent buffet. So you can go for it. It's about 10 USD per person for the buffet. If you feel the buffet is not for you, then you can also find other cheaper traditional places for you to have your lunch. After a grand lunch at the buffet, we will then head towards the Ullandanu temple. This temple has a magnificent lake view and you can spend your evening here. This would be a pleasant evening for you to spend at the Ullandanu temple. So after spending your evening there, we will then head towards Kuta at about 8 p.m. in the night, and you can have your dinner nearby a hotel in Kuta region, and then you can go back to rest. So this is the plan for the day 1. In the day 2 of the itinerary, we have planned some activities for you. So in the morning, we would again start from the hotel at about 8 am and reach the water sports place in the Bali area. So once you go to the water sports area, you can find a lot of water sports companies. In Indonesia, you will have to bargain at every place possible. So we would suggest you to go to at least 4 places and see what are the options available for you and try to bargain there. And once you feel the price is okay and the activities are suitable for you, then you can go. We would suggest to spend about half a day at the water sports. We tend to get very hungry after the water sports, so we have planned a grand lunch for you after the water sports. So we suggest you to head down to the Pantai Pandava beach. The beach here is great, but the food here is even greater. So we suggest to have the lunch here. At the Pantai Pandava beach, you can see a lot of traditional huts where people cook fresh live seafood in front of you. So you can have your lunch here and relax there for about 2 hours before going down to the Uluwatu temple. This Uluwatu temple is very famous for its sunset view. So we have planned for you to go to this temple during the evening so that you can witness the sunset here. Near the Uluwatu temple, there are a lot of beach points where you can have your evening walk and visit the different beaches nearby. So after seeing the sunset at the Uluwatu temple, you can then head back to your hotel in Kuta at about 7 p.m. You can have your dinner in Kuta and rest for the night before we go to the day 3 itinerary. In the third day of the itinerary, we have planned some activities for you. The first half of the day would go in river rafting. For river rafting, we suggest Ayung Whitewater Rafting, which is the most challenging rafting in Bali. This rafting happens in a river which is the longest in Bali. This river is situated in mid of the rainforest, and you will have to do a short trekking to this place. This river rafting is quite adventurous and thrilling, and on the way you will see a lot of waterfalls which are very scenic, and you'll also go to a place where you can actually get off the boat and swim. The price you pay for the river rafting also includes a buffet lunch. I would say that the lunch was really tasty and grand. So once you finish your lunch, we can then head back to the next destination, which is Bali Rice Terrace. After river rafting, you will head towards a very beautiful place called Rice Terrace. These rice terraces are very beautiful and are very famous in Bali. These are at a place called Ubud in Bali. Several rows of paddy fields stacked one over the other is a rice terrace. These rice terraces are very beautiful for the eyes to watch, but the most attractive feature in the rice terrace is not the rice terrace itself, but the Bali swing. Bali swing is a chained swing in the rice terrace. When you swing over the rice terrace, you can see spectacular views of the rice terrace, and it's definitely worth trying because it's adrenaline pumping and also the views are very magnificent. During the swing, they also help you to take photographs, and if you want to wear traditional Indonesian dresses during your swing, you can rent them in the rice terrace place itself. After the Bali swing, we will head to a place called Lumbung Sari, which is a place where they make luwak coffee. These luwak are fed with a lot of coffee fruits, and these luwak, they choose the best of the coffee fruits fed to them and they eat it, and once they eat it, their poop contains the best coffee in the world, which they claim as the coffee with the lowest caffeine. The next stop we are headed to is Tanah Lot Temple. This temple is situated on a single rock facing the beach. This has an amazing view, and also the sunset is very good here, so you can spend the evening here and return back to Kuta. In day 4 of the itinerary, we have planned a very relaxing trip for you to go to the Nusa Penida Islands, which is very close to Bali. In day 2 and day 3, we have done a lot of activities, so you would be a little tired, and before going back to your country on day 5, this day 4 trip will be a relaxing trip for you to enjoy the beautiful islands near Bali. For this day 4 trip, we suggest a pre-booking through Klook.com for a one-day tour at Nusa Penida Islands. Klook.com provides a very reasonable price according to our knowledge, but if you think you are very good at bargaining, then you can actually get even cheaper prices. But if you want a hassle-free trip, then we suggest booking through Klook.com. This Nusa Penida Island is very scenic with its deep blue clear waters. The main attractions here are Kelingking Beach, Angel Billabong, Tembeling Beach and Manta Bay. And please don't forget to bring your swimsuit here because you'll be doing a lot of underwater activities. If you book through Klook.com, your transportation to and from Nusa Penida Island will be hassle-free because they will arrange for the transportation to and from your hotel. Please help to subscribe our Ula channel for more such videos. And also if you like our video, please like, comment, share. Thank you.